Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Yeah, hey, down with my brothers from another.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Denver Broncos. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olsen here in the booth. Off we go from Denver. This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. At their own 31-yard line. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 13 yards. A pickup there of 13. First down, Broncos.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Moving to his right. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Second down. Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And nice work there after the catch. He is a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a first down. Here's Dobbins. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
On second down, it's Nix. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Here's Nix to throw. Rolling right. First down throw there is incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Nix from the gun. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
They'll take over first and 10.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down.
Brings up third and 3.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Saints lining up in punt formation. That is fielded at the 13. He'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. On first down, here's Nix to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
He'll give it to Dobbins. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Chase Young. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up fourth down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. The Broncos bringing out their punter. Back deep, Trey Palmer. This is taken at the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
36-yard line.
Here we go, shot. Pass to 60, pass to 60. 60 Bison.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. On the move left. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Play action now. It's Nix. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Denver. The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Trey Palmer. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Kamara. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was brought down by a 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 4. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Run in by Chris Olave. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
14 yards.
First catch in this one for Olave. And it gives his guys a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. As they've got it with 1st and 10. He'll drop the throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito, in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7. Back to throw. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass ball's incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Here we go. 1918. Let's go.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. He's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. And he's got some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
4-yard gain.
Now Nick's going to look to throw, and he'll take it on in. Marvin Mims, touchdown Broncos. That is 1st touchdown this year. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Broncos move out on top, 14-0.
Broncos 14, Saints nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Palmer now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They're going to go right back to Kamara, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast. Sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll look to throw here on 1st down. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. It's a pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, New Orleans.
From the 50, he'll set him to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Back to the air one more time. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. Wow, out of bounds inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. kick off this drive. 59 yards.
That's good for a
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. Here's a run. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
2nd and goal at the 13-yard line.
2nd down. Nix. That is caught. And he's in. Evan Ingram took down Denver. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good. Broncos will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to Denver after this. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Kamara going to get it on the zone read here. He'll work forward for a couple. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Firing right side, brought in by Brown. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Saints.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started.
And he's in! Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
This returnable from the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
it's Dobbins. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Now, a second down throw for Nix. Moving to his left. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him and leads to an incompletion.
A dive and a catch. Incredible.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Saints going to use their second timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The offense is out there, 4th and inches. Nix gonna throw for it. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
On the give, this is Kamara. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. That's the safety, Talon Noah Hufanga on the tackle. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This a 48-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Saints cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often, and when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Shut up. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Shut up.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The Saints will punt this one away. That's taken at about the 14. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. A run with Dobbins. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He will air this out, looking for certain. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. It is 3rd and long.
Olay, olay, olay. Hold on a second. Ready? Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay. Captain, 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 captain. Throw.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the tight end. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down, New Orleans.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking it.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
They'll look to throw again. Right back to Olave. He's got it again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Saints first down.
Got it. Ready? Let's go now. 1979.
They'll run. It's Kamara. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run a draw now. It's Kamara. And he'll get forward for about a yard. That's Zach Allen there on the tackle.
Temple lead at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there, and that brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver are on the same page on that last pass.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal.
A 38-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Play action now. It's Nix. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ryan Brzee. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little...
Y'all gotta pop my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty more Power Ranger. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't get caught in the matrix. Got that touch my savior. Give me that touch of my haters. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. Sonogram don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute but can't steer it no more. Riding away but now you're chilling on shore. What's the use of being rich when your inside's poor? Is it this what you don't wanna see more? No, you wanna see more, but you wanna see sore. Life done slowed you down, your body is acting up, your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You shackle by thoughts and memories that's adding up like overseas. You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed, the bucks attract. Friends is having kids, ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no plug? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source? We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Hold up, y'all gotta pop my taste. Hold up, y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up, we mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up, mine also dangerous. Hold up, y'all talk outrageous. Hold up, don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up, got that touch of my savior. Hold up, give me that touch of my haters.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up.